I never knew a guy who carried a mirror in his pocket and a comb up his sleeve, just in case, and all that extra hotel in their hair on a locket, cause heaven forbid it should fall out of place. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think it's something else. Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So you got the looks, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that you must be joking.
You listen to the Fresh Clean Sound. You listen to Vincy Internet Radio. It's now 2 minutes past 5 in Ottawa, Canada. It's about 2 minutes past 10 in England. I want to say thanks to Olivia Lynn, right in the charts, the iTunes charts at number 1, and to the UK charts at number 34. Thanks and welcome to Vincy Internet Radio.
Hiya.
Hello.
I want to just tell my listeners a little bit about yourself.
Go for it. So I'm from London, England, and I've recently released my first single as a country pop artist. Now, for those who don't know, country pop is a mixture between the upbeat, pop dance kind of music with the, kind of Western country chill vibe. I've just recently released my first single, like I said. It's called Modern Girl. It's now available on all social media platforms, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, etc. And I'm just kind of, trying to get myself out there a bit more, as, my dream is to kind of become this worldwide known country pop singer. So, yeah.
You also been into another project. You want to tell us a little bit about the project? I think it's Generation X, something like that.
Yes, it's called Generation Z. Now, Generation Z was a group project, so we were classed as a band, and we raised awareness and money for bullying. So we chose 2 charities, Young Mind UK, I think it was Grief Encounter, to raise money for through this song, because it was during COVID. Everyone was having a really rough time. Everyone was in the same boat. Some people were finding it a bit harder than others, but I think we were all, kind of holding on for a bit of hope, a glimmer of hope, if you know what I mean. And we kind of released this song to kind of, lift people's spirits up, tell people. I mean, it's called Strong, the song, by Generation Z, and it was to, tell people, hold on. There's going to be the light at the end of the tunnel. Just got to stay strong, as it were. And that was my first kind of song that I'd released. However, that was obviously in a group. It was a group project. Now I'm ventured out, obviously, as an independent artist on my own. So it is a bit different, the whole situation. But yeah, that's kind of my backstory.
Tell us a little bit how you get into singing. Anyone influence you to get into singing? How did it all started for you?
So I've been singing since I was about 4. Basically, as soon as I could speak, I was, trying to sing along to songs. My family, we've always kind of been into music. I don't think people realize it, but music becomes a really big part of our daily routine. I don't know about you guys and who's listening, but if I'm, washing up or tidying my room or walking to school or college even, I'll have my headphones in and I'll be listening to some sort of music. My family, we've always been big music lovers. My mum used to sing quite a lot, and so did my nana, actually. And I kind of started to sing professionally when I was about, I started thinking I wanted to do it professionally when I was about 12, 13, but I had kind of always had that in me, that I had wanted to be a singer. But yeah, that's just how I kind of started singing. And then from on there, I've just gained even more love for it, especially as it's helped a lot during COVID and stuff. It's kind of shown another side of music to me almost.
Does anyone that influenced you really to be a country pop singer?
I definitely say there is a few artists that have influenced me. One of the artists from the UK, her name's Megan McKenna. Now, the reason why she definitely influenced me is because, you know, as a person from the UK, you kind of sit here and you think, you know, the bigger artists are normally from America. So you think of an artist, for example, Ariana Grande. She is from America. Now, she is amazing. She is worldwide known. I'm pretty sure every person knows of her. And you kind of sit and think, oh, could I become that big as an artist from the UK? And Megan McKenna, she was a reality TV star, and that's what she was known for. But she's ventured out, and she always did love to sing. And she you know kind of grew her wings. She kind of got that confidence, and she's a country pop star as well. She's from the UK. She's also a female like me, and she's released all these amazing songs. And I think she's very, very underrated. So that's definitely one of my inspirations. Now, another one of my inspirations is definitely Dolly Parton. She's not a country pop star, no, but she's a full-on country star. I just really like her stories to her songs, you know, the meanings to her songs. And that is the reason why I want to be a singer. All my songs, I want them to have a meaning. I want them to have a moral. I want people to be able to relate to my songs. So that part definitely does influence me, yeah.
I'm gonna play something. You just give us the background to this one.
Oh Lord. Oh my gosh.
Give us some background to that performance.
Oh my Lord, that was from ages ago. I must have been so small there. I don't think I've heard that in such a long time. That just unlocked a memory I didn't even know I had. That was me singing Raw, which was up until recently one of my most favorite songs by Katy Perry, and it's one of my go-to karaoke songs. I must have been singing that at a karaoke night, or it might have been an open mic night. I was only young, and yeah, I think that song almost gave me a bit of confidence. It was, like I said, it was my go-to song. I knew it like the back of my hand. And when I sang it, I just felt, you know, you're going to hear me roar. It was very empowering almost. But I was so young there. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh. It's crazy to see how I changed.
Yes, I think that one was at a park somewhere in Luton.
Yeah, I think it was might be for Relay for Life, actually, a charity event.
It's a Relay, yeah. Relay for Life.
Yeah.
Did you remember that now?
God. Yeah, I do.
You had some little problems with at school. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I was in high school. You know, from the jump from primary school to high school is crazy, and I don't think people talk about it enough, especially as, you know, a young child from year 6 going into, you know, kind of the start of adulthood into year 7. You kind of picture like this high school musical vibe, you know, like everyone's happy, everyone's like dancing, everyone's having the time of their life in high school. And it's almost like it's dreamlike, but actually it's the complete opposite. You know, you're so young and you're going into year 7 and you're the youngest there. It's like starting primary school over again. It's like starting life all over again, and it's crazy. So I was, you know, really scared as it is. I did have literally a problem on the first day. As soon as I arrived, literally my first day, I was called some not very nice names, which I didn't even understand the meaning of what they were. You know, it was just, I was getting picked on a bit. And then as soon as I hit year 8, you know, I'd kind of found my bearings, kind of knew the school a bit better. I started to get bullied. And it wasn't just getting picked on, it was I don't think people realize how many types of bullying there are. There's like indirect bullying, you know, emotional bullying, physical bullying, and mental bullying. And I was just, I was almost, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, it was comments made about me behind my back. I'd be in the changing rooms and there'd be comments about my body, and bearing in mind I'm a young child in year 8, it wasn't nice to hear. And I don't think people realize that at such a young age. And still now, you know, some people's mindsets don't change. It's like we're so impressionable as young teens and young children that if you're going to say something to us time and time and time again, it's going to stick. I was being told all sorts of things. I was being told, you know, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I should stop eating. I was then being told I was being called nasty words. I was being pushed and, you know, circled. And it kind of got to the point where if you're telling someone to do something over and over again, you're going to do it. I was told, you know, that I shouldn't be here anymore is probably the nicest way to put it. And no one wanted me here. And this carried on, oh gosh, till year 9, start of year 10. And I didn't, sadly, as is to say, and I hate saying it myself actually, but I didn't want to be here anymore because I was being told this so much. Obviously, I did tell my parents about it. I reluctantly told my parents about it because I don't know, when it's happening to you, unless you're in that situation, you feel like you don't want to put the stress or the pressure on your parents to have to deal with it as well as you. So it's almost like you're trying to look out for them as well as you're trying to look out for yourself. And I did end up in a very, very bad place. However, me and my mum made the decision to homeschool me. And that was the best decision I have ever made in my entire life. It completely changed my life and turned my life around like that instantly, honestly. I was getting back on track. I mean, sometimes I'm still working on aspects of myself. I started doing counseling, trying to get my mental health stronger, back from that dark place that I was in. And I literally did 8 months. I think it was 8 months of homeschooling. I did my English GCSEs and my maths GCSEs. And now I'm going to college a year earlier than I should be, which is absolutely crazy. I just did not expect it. And you know what? In a really strange way, the saying, "What doesn't kill you it makes you stronger." It's just so, so true. I think I obviously I can sit here and say I really am sad for little Liv that she had to go through all of that. And no one deserves to go through that, no matter who they are or what they've done. I honestly wouldn't wish it upon anyone. But I've come out stronger. And one of the massive things that has made me stronger as well is music. And I know it sounds so cliche and so cheesy and cringe, but music massively helped me, even if it's sitting there listening to songs that I relate to, or sitting there belting out a song in my bedroom on my own because I like the lyrics or it relates to me, or even writing songs myself or poems. It honestly massively helped. But yeah, sadly, that's my experience with high school. But, like I said, I'm in such a better place now.
If you have any advice to give to anyone, what would that be concerning that situation that you found yourself in?
My advice would definitely be please speak up. I know it's very hard for those who are listening if you have been through something like this, and I am so sorry if you have. Please speak up. If you don't, someone else might not. I can't tell you the amount of people who have direct messaged me now after I've spoken about all of this and have said, "You know what, Olivia, now that you have told people about your experience, I'm going to tell my mum and dad how I've been feeling. I'm going to tell my friends how I've been feeling. I'm going to open up." And it's the best feeling, seeing people coming out their shells and, speaking their mind and telling people what's going on. Please speak up and hold on. I know it may feel tiring. It could be exhausting. And you might feel like it's never going to get better. But honestly, I felt like that. And before I knew it, I turned around and I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. And if you don't have anyone you could speak to, if you don't have a parent or guardian or a family member or a teacher you can speak to, I'm genuinely always here. I know they say social media, don't talk to strangers. I'm here, you hear me speaking. I've got a public platform. My DMs are always open. You can always drop me a message whenever you need it.
I'm going to pass you over now to my co-host.
Perfect, thank you.
Hi, Olivia.
Hiya.
Hi, welcome to the program. It's a pleasure to have you here on our program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. First, I want to congratulate you on your hit single, "Modern Girl."
Thank you.
Blowing up the charts all over. So,
yes.
Congratulations on that. I just want to touch on your previous statement, what Sip said, and you did give a reaction towards the bullying. I'm happy that you're able to overcome it through your music, because bullying is never, easy for especially young people to deal with.
Yeah.
It can have such adverse effect. So
Yeah.
thank you for your advice to our young people.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how do you? Because Dolly Parton was one of your idol, of course, growing up. So just explain to us how you bridged that gap between the ancient Dolly Parton and the new generation with the pop, with your music.
So do you mean how do I incorporate it in with each other?
Yes.
So like I said before, the pop side of it, I feel like the pop side of it is more the side where it's trending almost. So that type of music gets trending a bit more, it's kind of, you're allowed to dance to it and you can feel it, and it's almost a bit more happy. And what I love about country, and like Dolly Parton herself, is, like I said, the storytelling. I love meanings to my songs. I love morals to my songs. And even if you can't hear them or see them, they're always going to be there, whether or not it's underneath the lyrics or I've made a little riddle in the song. I love storytelling. So that's why I partly chose country as well. Dolly Parton does these songs about Jolene, the one where she's talking about her husband and this woman. She does so many songs and they are literal stories and I love it. And I wanted to incorporate that, but I didn't want it to be as strong. I want it to be a song where it's storytelling, but people can relate to it in other ways as well. So it's not just one thing. So I incorporated the pop, the storytelling, you put it together and you get this absolute masterpiece where, it's storytelling, people can relate to the song, people can feel the meaning, and they also have a chance to, kind of relate to it in their own way. So it's not, it's not based on one thing, if you understand what I'm saying.
So as we know, country music is not so popular amongst the younger generation.
Yeah.
How does your peers look at you with the country music?
Now, this is something I had always worried about going into country music. I'm not going to lie, have to get it off my chest. Obviously, starting up country music. Obviously, my personal preference, I like country music, always have, and I like country pop. However, there are people out there who kind of think country pop is almost cringe, or country is, like you said, not for our generation. Whereas actually, I don't think people realize country and country pop is in a lot more songs than you actually think. For example, trending artists like Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus, they all have used country and country pop at some point in their songs. And I don't think people understand or realize it. I did used to panic about how people were going to take my song, especially as it was about to be released. I kind of thought, oh, people might not like it, or it might not be people's type of genre or song. And I really genuinely did panic. And especially as, a lot of my friends, they've never really been into country pop. So you kind of worry about what other people, as much as I hate to say it, I did worry about what other people were going to think of it. However, it came out and I've not received any bad comments so far. I must say the comments, and they're not even bad, my peers, my friends, they'll message me, and one of them actually said to me, do you know what, Olivia? It's not the type of music that I'd listen to. I don't normally listen to country pop, and I would never. But now that you've kind of introduced this to me as my friend and, recommended it to me because it's your song, I've listened to it. And even though it's not my genre, it's the vocals and the kind of that kind of makes me want to listen to it. And you know what? I felt really privileged. I was almost really proud of myself that, I like the fact that I'm kind of opening other people's minds to different genre of music as well. And I like the fact that it's not all one cringe kind of cluster. I like to, kind of show people it's not actually what you think it is. It's a lot more than what you actually see eye to eye. But, yeah.
Right. So when I look at the name Olivia Lynn, it puts me in line, or it puts you in line with LeAnn Rimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she started a bit younger, I think at 13, made her first professional album.
Yeah.
And she also went on to do some gospel. Do you plan to stay in the country genre, or you're willing to spread your wings a little bit, maybe to other genres as well?
I definitely would be up to, testing out different genres. I do love pretty much every genre of music actually, whether it's, rock or, like you said, country or pop or kind of jazz. Love all of it. So I would be open to definitely, trying out different things as well. I'm definitely going to see how country music goes for now. And yeah, but I'll definitely be up for testing other things out, testing the waters.
Okay, so give us a little story on Modern Girl, how you came about to write. Yeah, I guess you're the writer of all the songs, right?
So I've actually got a lyricist, amazing lyricist, absolutely amazing. So I must give credit where credit's due. However, I do have a lot of input in the songs, which I'm really thankful for actually, because I've got an amazing support team, absolutely amazing makeup artist, manager, social media manager, agent, all of that jazz. And they are amazing, I must say. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, I do have a lyricist, and he kind of, says to me, what do you want the song to be about? What, the meaning side of things. I have notes on my phone, I have notes on paper of what I want each song to mean, and what I want it to be about. So Modern Girl is basically about me, starting off quite young, starting off quite fragile and not knowing my whereabouts. and kind of spreading my wings and pushing myself out there, even though I reluctantly didn't want to. And it's actually, there's a few little lines in there. There's one line about my parents, they met in a shady old bar. And that actually is true. My parents did meet in a shady old nightclub, actually. So I must say, there are little things in there that are actually very true. And it's almost, I always say this, it's like an anthem. Now, when I say anthem, I mean it's that kind of song that you can kind of sing and feel proud of yourself. So the chorus is, I'm a modern girl and I'm going to go real far. And I love that line because it's not, oh, I might go real far. It's not like if, it's when. You know, it's very powerful, and I do feel powerful when I'm singing it, which I massively love as well. So yeah, it's kind of just like an anthem of like when I'm going to get there, you know, and I'm just going to keep working hard and keep being determined that I'm going to get to where I want to be.
Well, I can tell you you're not too far away from where you're going to get, and you are the true modern girl. I enjoyed
thank you.
enjoyed every single bit about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now that you talk about, let's go a little bit more into your song. How do you feel that after releasing it, it took off like that? Did you, what were your expectations that high?
No, my expectations weren't that high, I must say. When I released the song, I didn't expect it to even get in the country charts, let alone the normal charts. I just kind of expected it. I don't know what I expected. I guess I just kind of thought it was going to go out there, you know, be on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. And I just thought, well, people are going to download it if I share it. However, obviously I did share it a lot, and so did my family and friends and everyone who supports me. And I got like a message, and I was like, oh, Olivia, you're in the charts. And I was like, what? And I was in the iTunes charts. I think I was 109 or something like that. And it's just where everyone had been streaming it and downloading it that had got already in the charts, that literally, I think it was on the day that I released it. And yeah, like I said, my expectations weren't even that high. I didn't even expect it to get in the charts as it is. And I heard that, and you know, you almost feel like butterflies. We were like, oh, like I did not expect that to happen. And then I think later on in the day, I was in London actually at the time with my friends, and I was kind of, you know, celebrating everything that was going on and all the great things that have been happening. And I was having a lovely day out, and I was receiving all these messages. Olivia, you've gone up again. Olivia, you've gone up again. And it's that like, you just start feeling like adrenaline pumping. You're like, oh my God, where am I going? I'm just keep going up and up and up. And I kind of hit 32 at one point. So I'd gone over top 40. I was so thankful, so happy. Sadly, I did end up going back down, but I was obviously a bit upset that I didn't stay. However, a part of me now needs to think, do you know what? Be proud of yourself for even getting in the charts in the first place. It's my first song. Like I said, I didn't even expect it as it is. So, you know, just cut myself a little bit of slack. And regarding the country charts as well, I mean, number one, I didn't even know there was a thing called a country charts. I'm not going to lie to you. And then when I heard that I had hit it, I was also very, very happy as well. Not only was I in it, I was second at the time in the country charts. I was so happy that I was second. You know, that's amazing. That's crazy. And that was amazing as it is. I couldn't have asked anything more for that. And then the next thing you know, I'm getting more messages. Olivia, check the country charts. And I've gone up to like number one. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I've like gone over so many people. And yeah, I must say, like, it's all due to the fact that all the amazing support team around me and everyone who had been sharing and promoting my song, which is, I'm so thankful for, like I said. But I just genuinely didn't expect it at all. It was a crazy experience, especially being like stuck in London and just receiving a ton of texts at the same time.
Yeah, when I checked the charts, I think you were at number 2 at that time. Then I got a correspondent from Diane. I think that's one of your managerial team.
Yeah.
Then she said, oh, Olivia is at number 1. So I said, okay, I'm going to do another jingle to merely promote that you are number 1. So I know the feeling is good. And then you enter the UK chart at number 34. At 34, you are right now on the chart?
I was on 34. I think I've gone back down there. I'm not too sure where now, though. But yeah, I was.
So that should be some good feeling for someone who released a song that you didn't know where it was going.
Yeah, exactly.
Within a month, you already hit the number 1. So that's really good. And congratulations for that. I hope you keep it up. And
thank you.
Anything that you want me to do, anything that your managerial team think that I can help out in, no problem with that. She can always get to me. I think that's Diane and Justin.
Yeah.
You can always reach me, and even you want me to do a jingle, that's fine. You know,
Thank you so much.
I'm always here to promote, and promote is basically from radio. Radio never dies.
Yes, exactly right.
You so beyond that, what is next for Olivia?
So the next for me, at the minute, I've been doing, like I say, a lot of interviews, a lot of radio interviews. So thankful for it. It's keeping me on my toes, keeping me busy. And it's a really nice feeling. Obviously, I know being busy sometimes isn't for others, but it is a lovely feeling, actually. I kind of do miss being busy, so it's actually really nice. But anyway, don't get sidetracked. Yeah, a lot of radio interviews, a lot of phone calls. Recently was on a thing where I live called BBC Three Counties Radios, which is absolutely crazy. And I've been doing a few little photo shoots here and there. But I think what's next for me is I'm hopefully going to release another song soon. I'm going to let this one kind of, you know, take its path and see what's happening so far with this, as it's really still recent. I keep forgetting how recent it is. It's not even been, I don't think it's even been a week since I've released it, which is crazy. Actually, no, I think it has been a week, actually. I lied. Yeah, it's been absolutely mental. But I think next is going to be hopefully releasing another song as part of an album, which should be coming soon, fingers crossed. And like I said, just lots more interviews and lots more talking to people about this crazy experience. But yeah.
I'm going to pass you back to my co-host.
Oh, thanks. Olivia, just what I wanted to say was, because you said you felt a little bit bad when you got off from when you dropped down to number 30 something on the charts.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that maybe it's always a good thing, because you don't want to get too complacent and stop working.
Yeah.
You know? So it is
Yeah.
a good thing for you to, you know, keep pressing on again for the top.
Yeah.
So what's it now for Olivia? Are you in school still, or is music your full-time thing now?
So at the minute I'm in college. So I'm doing my first year of college, which I'm currently doing performing arts. So at college I'm doing acting kind of side of things, because I'd love to be an actress as well. So at college I'm focusing on acting, and then outside of college I've got my, like I said, my amazing management team who I'm doing my singing career with. Now at the minute, I was actually speaking to my mum recently about this. At the minute I'm still doing college. I do it 4 times a week, still doing that, and I'm still doing this whole singing thing. However, if this singing does take off, I mean, it's been so busy as it is, and it's not even been, you know, massive yet, if you understand what I'm saying. So if it does get massive, we were saying, oh my gosh, what if I don't have time for college? Like, what do I do? I've also got a job as well. So I actually have a little part-time job at a salon. So, you know, still trying to get, you know, get my money and stuff as well. So it has been very busy, but like I said, still in college. So just kind of seeing where this kind of lands at the minute. And then from there, we'll see whether or not I stay in college, or, you know, kind of have to do singing full time, which would be amazing as well. I wouldn't be complaining, but.
Well, I mean, you're homeschooled, so if
Yeah.
it comes to shove, then you can always hire a private tutor, you know, and yeah, with everything is virtually these days, it wouldn't really make a big difference. So
yeah,
I hope, I wish you all the best in that venture.
Thank you.
So for your songs, are you thinking, or have you ever envisioned having collab with anyone on the North American side?
I'm not too sure, actually. I don't think I have. I'd love to do a collab. That'd be amazing. What I'd love to do is a collab of a different style of music. So maybe like a rapper, or like
yeah, exactly,
like a gospel artist. That'd be amazing. Like infused with country and pop. I'd love to do something like that. I think a rapper, I know it sounds quite strange, but a rapper with country pop I think that'd be really cool, actually. I'd love to do something like that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, actually, like
Yeah.
a different genre with the country, and you know, and when we think North American, you have to think rap, you know, or gospel. So, you know, maybe we can, you know, try to fit you in somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on this side one day. You know,
yeah, that'd be cool.
To show us many of your talents.
Yes.
Now, who do you choose to aspire? Who would you like to be like?
I get asked this question quite a lot, and I always kind of find it quite hard to quite difficult to answer. Sorry. obviously I'm a country pop artist, but if we're leaving genre out of this, I'd definitely
But you're
like
also a
to.
modern girl.
Pardon?
But you're also a modern girl.
But I'm also modern girl. Yes. I would love to be someone like, gosh, I always say Ariana Grande. But the only reason why I say her is because of kind of how well she's doing, and I'm almost that part of me is almost jealous of how well she's doing because she's brilliant and she should be so proud of herself. However, another part of me really badly was to say Olivia Rodrigo. Now, a lot of people don't know Olivia Rodrigo, but she's an amazing artist. She's very, very young, and she does a lot of songs, and her songs have meaning, which is what inspires me to be like her. Her songs, they get a lot of people through a lot of rough times. I mean, I can, say hand on heart that I've listened to an Olivia Rodrigo song, crying. Her songs are very sentimental and they mean something to people, and that's what I inspire to, do and to have. So I definitely say someone like Olivia Rodrigo, or like Ariana Grande. But I'd also love to be like someone who doesn't just put themselves first. I love talking about mental health, and I love raising awareness about it. So I'm not really sure. I can't think off the top of my head of an artist who massively does that I can think of. I'm sure there is, but I definitely love to raise a lot of awareness about mental health and bullying and things like that. So that would be amazing.
Is it, before Sip jumps in, is it in your plans to be an advocate for mental health in the future?
Oh, that would be amazing. That honestly would be. I have so much passion. I mean, if I could, I'd talk all day. I'm a chatterbox, as you could tell. But if I had the time, I'd be talking all day about it. But yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, that's what we do here on Vinci Internet Radio. We give you the chance to express yourself so that your fans and future fans can get a little in depth about you and what you're just a 15-minute chat where you can just sell your songs. We're selling your songs and we're also trying to sell you, the artist.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thanks, guys.
That's it.
You talk about bullying. Let's go back a little bit to that. We at Vinci Internet Radio doing some collaboration with a group here in Canada that it's called Pink Thursday. And I think I will have to see if I can get you into this so that even though you can, write something so that we can get the message out, because the more we get the message out, it's better it is, because sometimes, as you say, people take it silently. And sometimes you burst out and everybody wants to know you are a changed character. So in doing that, what would you say that was your point that you really say, well, okay, this is Olivia, I need to be myself rather than somebody trying to control me?
I'd definitely say when I left high school, I can say when I left high school, I didn't just go back to being normal. It's a process. I left high school and I was home and I was still very, kind of down in the dumps. I didn't really want to get up of bed. Even though I was homeschooled, I was still quite like, like kind of slobby. However, it's not up until recently I kind of hit that point. I like to use the phrase, I don't care, a lot. Now, when I use that phrase, I don't mean it in a nasty way. I mean it as in, I don't want to care what people have when they have nasty things to say about me. I used to take everything to heart, and I had every right to do so as a young child who was so impressionable. I had every right to take everything that was being told to me and fed to me. I had every right to take it to heart. However, now I've always hit that point where you're like, I've had enough. And when you're kind of out of the situation, it's almost like you're looking back on the situation and you're looking at it and you're thinking, oh my, why did I not stand up for myself? Why did I not stop them? Why did I let them get away with that? Because now if I saw anyone going through something like that, I'd want to stand up for them and I'd want to help them. So why couldn't I do it for myself? And it's so hard. And I think a lot of people relate to that as well. I don't know if any of the viewers who are listening, I don't know if any of you have been through that, where, you kind of gone through something and afterwards you regret how you handled it. And you're like, why didn't I handle it better? And it's that kind of feeling. And then you process it and you take kind of time to think about it. And like I said, it's not up until recently where I've kind of hit the breaking point where I'm like, you know what? I've had enough. I've put myself out there. I'm on social media, and I hate to say it, and I don't like when people say it either. When they say, oh, if you're putting yourself out there, you're gonna get hate. I hate to say it, but it's so true. I've had my fair share of hate comments. I've had my fair share of hate pages. I've had my fair share of hate messages, and like I said, I used to take them so personally. I'd cry about everything, but now I see how pathetic it is and how ridiculous it is, and it takes a while. I'm so sad to say it takes a while, and it is a process. But yeah, like I said, it's not up until recently where I've kind of thought, I'm kind of done with, thinking about all the negative things. I'm gonna massively try focus on all the positive that's going on in my life right now. Because if I don't focus on the now, I don't want to forget all of the good things that are happening.
Yeah, because sometimes we just let the little things get the better of us.
We
And
do.
sometimes we just have to be strong and make sure that things that we think about are more positive than
Yeah.
negative. Sometimes you have to take the negative things and turn them into a positive. You see
Yeah.
that as an advice to the people who being treated this way?
Oh yeah, 100%. I stick by that. You get a negative comment, it's like being handed like a rock or like something with like mud on it. And you kind of look at it and you think, oh my God, that's so nasty, that's so horrible. But what if you sat there and you kind of looked at it and you didn't do anything about it? It's just going to sit there looking horrible, right? But if you sat there and you kind of thought about it and you kind of cleaned all the, all the dirty stuff off, all the nasty comments off, you get this beautiful like gem or beautiful crystal. Like I think that's how people need to view it. Like if you're getting a negative comment, polish that like dirt off, polish that nastiness off, and turn it into that positive and think about all the positives that are going on.
The project that you did, I know it was around COVID time. How did you all collaborate to put this together? Because I know you all couldn't be into the studio at the same time. Tell us a little bit about how that went down.
So, like you said, we couldn't be in the studio at the same time. It was really, really strange. Bearing in mind, I had only met these people once or twice before COVID. So I'd literally met these people like once or twice. And how we had to do it was we were all given a part, kind of, given a selection through a few things here and there. We'd print off our lyrics. We knew what we had to rehearse what we were singing, how we were singing it. And before we even hit the studios, it was all on a laptop or a screen. We'd be sending videos of how we were doing it to the director and the lyricist. And, they would tell us, any constructive criticism or if it was okay. Once everyone, had their part, we one by one went into the studio. Now, if I'm correctly, I think this is a studio in Northampton. I'm not too sure. I have no idea. I'm not going to lie to you. But we'd go in one by one. For example, one girl might go in on her own for about, I think we was in there for about 2 hours each person, or it might have been 1 hour actually if we got it done quick enough. And we literally didn't even see each other. We'd all be sitting in our cars outside in the car park. And we didn't see each other unless it was like waving through a window through the car. It was so strange. It was like virtual reality. I was like, oh, through the car. And then when I did go in, my parents had to wait. I think my parents had to wait outside as well. I think they went and grabbed a coffee. And then literally the only person in there was me, the person who ran the studio, and the director, I think. And we had to wear masks walking in and out. All airways, it was very ventilated, COVID, almost, I hate to say COVID friendly, if that's even possible. But yeah, it was really, really strange experience, especially as it was the first song I'd ever recorded professionally. Although it's not my first independent song, but as, my first kind of project, it was really, really strange. And now comparing it to how I've done it now, kind of not fully after COVID, but much better than it was during COVID. It's a crazy difference. Like during the times and stuff, like now when I was recording mine, I was, I had not just one, I didn't just have to be one person. It was the recording person, makeup artist, and my management team. We'd go get a Starbucks and like bring it back in, and it was very chill. Whereas the COVID one, it was a bit like, it was panicky. It was a panicky time and situation for everyone. So you kind of felt a bit nervy, but yeah, it was a bit of a strange experience. I'm not gonna lie. I'll never forget it though, so that's one thing.
Yeah, you never really forget the first time that you went into a studio. So when you went back into the studio, did you have a little bit more confidence in producing your song?
Oh yeah, 100%. As soon as I went in the studios with management team, I did have a lot more confidence, especially as I kind of knew what I was expecting, if you understand. So whereas the first time I didn't know what I was expecting at all. Like, not just because it was my first studio experience, because it was my first studio experience during COVID. So I'm like, what is going on? What do I expect? And I kind of knew what the worst possible outcome was going to be because of COVID. But obviously it was amazing. I kind of went in there. I was there for 2 days. I stayed in a hotel overnight. So chill, kind of like bashed my songs out. I actually had a lovely meal in between. I had a lovely breakfast, and yeah, it was really comfortable, great setting, great environment, and yeah, I felt really confident and really happy.
Or how many hours you think that you took in the studio before you can complete this project?
So I've already recorded all my songs. Well, not all of my songs, but 4 songs so far. My most recent. Now I was there for 2 days. I did 2 songs each day. So I think the first day it was longer because we were kind of just starting things up. So I think it might have taken about 4 hours. I think maybe 5 actually. Only because it was kind of getting the whereabouts and I don't think people realize, but you have to put harmonies and the backing vocals and things like this on as well. There's a lot of extra things you have to do, and a lot of re-recordings that you have to do as well. Obviously there was breaks in between, things like that. And then the second day, I think it only took about 3 hours actually. I don't even think that. I think it did take 3 hours actually because I did do a little photo shoot as well. But 3 hours because I was a bit more, even more confident than I was. I knew the plan for the day. I knew, right, I'm going to get this song done now because I've already rehearsed it yesterday, so I know what I'm doing now. Got all the harmonies sorted and even did a little sneaky cover of a song as well because I even had enough time. So I think overall 5, 6, and 8, about 8 hours overall. However, yeah, for the first day it was about 5, and the second it was about 3. But yeah.
I ask you that because a lot of people don't realize how long an artist take in the studio before he can produce something. Even simple, I'm doing some recording here and doing some mixing, and sometimes when I do realize it's like 5, 6 hours and I haven't got the complete product as yet. So it do take some time, and that's why I say artists do put a lot into it. And even though your record doesn't reach at #1, a lot of people must still give you the appreciation to go into the studio and spending that many hours.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just gonna pass it back over to my co-host.
Okay, so Olivia, like as we know, Nashville is like the mecca for country music. And you're from a small town of Luton?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it received there, country music in Luton?
I've not really heard a lot about country music in Luton. Luton's a bit more of a I'd say a pop music kind of place, if that's even what you'd say. But I don't think a lot of people know about like Nashville and country pop as it is. So I think it would be a new to a lot of people around here. I've only really known about it because of my mum and my nana, if I'm being honest. And obviously from that I've looked into it and stuff. But yeah.
So how is the support for, I know your mom is supporting you very well with it, but are other family members starting looking at you as a star? Or how is it with the family?
So obviously my family are so supportive. I'm always going on about my mum. Absolutely amazing. Like, she's so supportive. And I thank her for everything she's done. She's constantly, here for me through good and bad days, constantly giving me constructive criticism. And so is my nana as well. She's my mum's mum. I'm very, very close with them. And yeah, she's almost like my second mum. She's absolutely amazing. And someone who I not forget, but someone who I don't talk about as much as my dad. He is amazing as well. I couldn't thank him anymore. He runs me places. I kind of almost feel guilty that you don't give him the appreciation that he actually deserves. He runs me places. He's the one that got me into all the singing. He used to take me to auditions. He'd have to take me to London. he'd take me all anywhere, you know, if it was, you know, I got a message and it was like on the day, you have to be here within, you know, 3 hours, he would cancel his plans that he had and he'd take me there because it's an opportunity. And I can't thank him more for that. And he's so supportive now, you know, he's got a real estate business, you know, he's doing so well for himself. And I think he likes seeing me do well as well. You know, he's trying to get my song out there as much as possible. And, you know, recently I'd see him and I'd walk past like the living room and I'd hear, and he's like playing my song and he's singing along to my song in the living room. And that makes me smile. It really does. It really does make me smile.
You're like a star in the making. Right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So I'm going to rephrase my question because I'm not going to say if you don't make it because you're already making it.
Oh,
what would be your next career choice?
So I've touched the subject quite a lot, actually. A lot of people do say to me, like, if you don't make, and it's a completely valid question, if you don't make being a singer, what are you going to do? Do you have a backup job? Because a lot of people have actually said to me that being a singer isn't a proper job. I completely disagree with that statement. I think being a singer is a normal and proper job as well. However, I do understand that you do need a backup job, and my kind of backup job is being an actress. Now they're both very big, high hopes, I must say, but I don't really have any other backup jobs apart from that. If I wasn't a singer or an actress, I definitely love to be like a kind of teacher, like a vocal coach or like a drama teacher or something, or a director or something like that.
Okay, I guess I'll say this then. So academically, what would be your favorite subject or your favorite domain?
English is my favorite subject. Yeah.
And that explains a lot of writing.
Yeah.
Actress.
Creative.
Stuff like that. If you have to do one change about the way you go about doing your music, what would you change about it?
What do you mean? Like
your style. If you have to correct one style or change one style of your music, what would you change about it?
Well, so far there's not really a lot that I changed, to be fair. I definitely say that now that I've seen how this song has gone, that I'd put a lot more meaning into my next songs. Not that there wasn't enough meaning in this song at all, but I definitely put a lot more, you know, meaning and kind of backstories. And also I don't want to just do happy songs. I don't want to just do sad songs. I want to mix it up. I want to do, you know, kind of upbeat pop beats, and then I also want to do, you know, the kind of sad heart to heart kind of beats. And a lot, like, yeah, I like to mix it up a lot, but yeah, I definitely say the meaning kind of side of things, I'd like to kind of work on that a bit more.
And I do understand your answer, because basically you did not expect this to be blown up like how it is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I do understand what you mean when you said that. How do you want people to view you as a singer?
I want people to view me as someone that they can speak to. I'd like to say the most, is because I think a lot of people, like, when people get like famous or, you know, kind of well known, I often see that they kind of lose that kind of I don't know, I wouldn't say family friendly side, but I just want to remain family orientated. I want to remain that person that anyone can speak to if they need to. I want to be able to keep replying to my DMs, and, you know, obviously if I do become famous, it is going to get busy, but I want to still have that heart to heart connection with my like fans and supporters. So I definitely say that's probably, yeah, I just love to, you know, kind of keep it heartfelt and keep it family orientated, and keep and also keep, you know, raising awareness about certain subjects that need to be raised awareness about. I don't think people use their platforms right, which is what annoys me as well. You know, you have this massive platform and you're not using it in the correct way. So I definitely say using my platform for the greater good, you know, raising awareness about certain things that are going on in the world, and certain things that need to be changed.
Okay, before Sip jumps in, so it's very hard to be a star, especially a teenage star, do you have anything in place to protect you from, let's say, the peers, media, etc.? How do you plan to handle the pressure that comes with it? Obviously.
So obviously I have a lot of social media. I pretty much have every social media that is actually going. I have a social media manager who's part of my management team, absolute star. If you see me posting stuff, it might not be me, it might actually be her. She's doing a lot for me right now. She's going above and beyond. And she does handle a few of my kind of business DMs as well. I have received a few hate comments recently. And my kind of thing that I just do now is I kind of delete it and block the person. Whereas if I was younger, I probably would have, commented back and kind of carried on this whole thing. But I don't really have a kind of thing in place, but I do have my social media manager looking out for me. She's messaged me actually recently. She said that I'm always here. We're very mental health orientated as well. She knows everything that I've been through, and our communication is very good. So she's kind of said to me, if you ever need anyone to talk to about anything that's going on, any of the comments that you're getting, I'm always here to speak to, because she'd rather me obviously get it off my chest and make sure I'm speaking up about it. So she is there looking over things as well. She's there. She can see all my DMs. She can see all of that stuff that's going on my social media. So she's almost like my parent, if you get what I mean, kind of like looking over all of things and making sure that everything's safe and that I'm safe as well. Because I am only young. I think I do forget that I'm young and I'm on this big social media platform. So
good, because you're definitely gonna need a lot of support.
Yeah.
And, in that area.
I just want to acknowledge some listeners, Kim Griffith, Jennifer Williams, and Dwight Lewis. Are you building a fan base or a support group for helping others in this kind of situation where mental health and bullying?
What am I?
Yeah, are you building a fan base that you can look at as support group?
So I do quite a lot of things based on mental health and bullying. I used to be a bullying ambassador, actually, ironically, at my school. Obviously, not anymore because I don't go to school. I can't at the minute. I haven't got one. At the minute, I'm doing a lot of different things. So I do a lot of charity fundraising for different things. I've actually got a meet and greet kind of convention coming up soon, actually. It's called Women Like Me. And it's kind of empowering young women who are young women are very impressionable, and they there's a lot of things going around on social media about body dysmorphia and things like this, and I'm not at all saying that doesn't count for men as well, but this was just specifically a Women Like Me conference, which I'm doing for young girls and teens. Which is amazing. So I'm going to be doing that and talking about experiences and how we handle those experiences, etc. I've not built a kind of fan base or a kind of group for mental health awareness yet, or a bullying kind of campaign, but I'd love to. I think a bullying campaign sounds really good. I have got a lot of friends who do bullying campaigns as well. There's this young boy actually called, his Instagram is Shine a Light with Alfie. He's actually doing a bullying campaign at the minute as well, and has got posters going around as well. So I do support a lot of other people's bullying campaigns, but I'd definitely love to start something of my own soon at some point.
That's great, because we always need to support each other. And sometimes you're in a position right now where people are going to look up to you, and they always sometimes maybe just calling you, sending you a message, looking for advice. So sometimes you have to be prepared for the unexpected. And the unexpected is somebody trying to reach out to you, because remember, you're still 16, and some people must realize that. So you have a lot more people around your age who you can really associate with and kind of help them out of a situation, because we have to really realize this situation with bullying and mental health is very serious. And I don't think people in authority take this thing very seriously. And so we have to put ourselves out there to make sure that we do things to make sure, encourage others, stop the bullying, and get help when you are mentally sick. So with that, I really appreciate your effort so far. And what do you have to say now about yourself? Anything that we didn't ask and you want to let our listeners know, you're free?
I'm not too sure what to say really, actually. I think you guys have pretty much covered every topic. So I massively thank you guys a lot for that. Your questions were very, very good, actually. And I appreciate how in-depth we got. It was a really good conversation. So thanks, guys, for that. But there's not really a lot I'd say about myself, really. Just like I said, one thing I'd say is don't ever give up on your dreams, no matter what anyone tells you. I was told a lot that, I'm never going to make it, never going to release a song, never, blah, 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 this and that. And now kind of look at me now, it's almost like I'm trying to prove them wrong. And it's good to use that strength and determination to get where you want to be. So one thing I'd say is never give up on your dreams, keep working hard. And I know you think that school, oh yeah, you don't need school, but you actually really do. Keep working hard in every aspect of life, and treat others how you'd want to be treated as well. Treat everyone with respect and kindness, because you never know what they're going through. Don't know what happens behind closed doors, and that might be their last straw as well. So treat everyone with respect, be kind, work hard, and yeah, that's all I have really to say.
As I usually say, when you're trying to climb the ladder, there's always obstacles in your way. So you have 100%. To be kind to the people that you meet on your way up. Sometimes those are the same people you might want to help in hand from when you're on your way down.
Exactly right.
So in closing, basically, I just want to know if my co-hosts want to add anything to.
Olivia, I just want to say, Olivia Lynn, for our listeners, viewers, remember that name, Olivia Lynn. Thank you for being on our program. We're always happy to have young people like you who are trying to make a difference I like the fact that you overcame that bullying situation, and others can look up to your story because already your story is a success story. So I hope we're going to see you here again. And before I go, you can just tell our listeners and viewers how they can contact you via social media.
Yes, thank you guys so much, by the way. My social media is Olivia Lynn Official on TikTok. My Instagram is also Olivia Lynn Official, and my Snapchat is Olivia_Lynn XOX. And I think my Twitter and my Facebook is just Olivia Lynn as well. So feel free to contact me on any of that. One last thing I would like to say is my song is now available to download on pretty much every social media platform. It's on YouTube, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify. So do what you will with that information. But thank you guys so much for having me. Honestly, it's been a pleasure.
Again, thank you, and thank you for being a shining star. Olivia.
Thank you.
And remember, you can always contact us anytime you need it. I'm working well with Justin and Diane, so anytime you need anything, you just let them know. And even though you need a jingle, anything you need promotion on, and you're welcome to come back to this radio station anytime. You just have to say it. Even though I have anything, I'll always make the room for you, because so far you're one of our favorite guests. We don't really want to say that much, but you've been one of our favorite guests, and we want to do anything that can help you, especially in the areas that you so strongly are with your bullying and your mental health. If you want to come back sometime and we just concentrate and mental health and bullying, then you can do that. That's no problem at all.
That'd be amazing.
We could accommodate you with that. So all in all, I would like to thank you for being around with us. It was a very interesting conversation. I usually like to say interviews, so me are conversations.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting. As you say, we can go on talking till tomorrow, but
yeah, exactly.
There are other things we have to cover. So all in all, have yourself a now it's night, a good night, and all the listeners in Europe, all the listeners in London. I see some listeners in Liverpool and all that here, because I can always track and see. So it seems like you are getting a good bit of followers, and I would like you to keep it up. Sometimes when we are in this situation, we tend to forget where we came from, or we tend to forget where we are going, and we get sidetracked. And hoping that you being a strong person, that you really do not get sidetracked and into the wrong situation, that you keep focused, you keep it going, you know what you want to achieve, keep working at it, and hard work always bring great success. If you fall down, always get up and keep going again. Never give up on your dreams, never give up on where you want to go. So all in all, I want to thank you, and Anytime you want to come back to Vinci Internet Radio, you're welcome to do that. Have a good night and
Thank you.
talk to
Thank you so
soon
much.
again. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you.
I was born one summer, kiss taking, the type of town your heart sets in. I was a skinny kid who hated the rain. I'm and pop struggled, that's for sure. But I had my songs, so I was never bored. I'm the kind of girl who's thinking, ain't miss me. I never did anything you would consider risky. I fell like the trees when
You listen to the Fresh Prince song. You listen to Vinci Internet Radio. It's now 1 minute past 6 here in the nation's capital. You are located in Ottawa, Canada. You are listening to a very interesting interview with Olivia Lynn. She had just released a song called Modern Girl. It's at number 1 on the iTunes chart and it's at 34 on the UK chart.
parents met in a shady old bar. From that day they never on far. I'll always be singing and holding my head. Now I travel on the road that never far. There in my heart when I sing my guitar. I'm the kind of girl thinking, ain't misty. I never did anything you would consider risky. I fell like the trees when the wind blows. I ride the waves.
Join us again next weekend when we do have another program for you. It's called Strictly Vinci on Saturdays and Sundays at 4 p.m. here on Vinci Internet Radio. And we stream live to Facebook.
Who's gonna go far? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go real far. Oh, I'm gonna go real far. Stand alongside me, from the early morning till the end of the day. Strike the chords on your own guitar. I'm a modern girl, I'm gonna go real far. I'm the kind of girl who's thinking ain't misty. I never did anything you would consider risky. I bend like the trees when the wind blows. I ride the waves when the tempest grows. I'll never get it down as soon as I start singing. I never wanna raise a life vision. I'm just a girl who sings from her heart. A modern girl who's gonna go far. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go real far. Oh, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go real far. I'm gonna go real far.
Broadcasting around the world. This is your number one internet radio station.
Vinci Internet Radio with the master DJ CP.
The music you love right here, right now.
Today's music, yesterday's hits. Dance in my car. Non-stop music.
Broadcasting from the nation's capital, Ottawa, Canada. You're listening to the internet best, Vinci Internet Radio, the station that plays you the best variety of music anywhere on the internet. Hey, keep it locked to your number one. This is Vinci Internet Radio. You listen to the Fresh Prince song. You listen to Vinci Internet Radio, the station that plays you the best variety of music anywhere on the internet. Hey, you have all the rest. Now you're locked on to the best of Vinci Internet Radio. Keep it locked, my friends.
I was born one summer, kiss taking, the type of town your heart sets in. I was a skinny kid who hated the rain.